3, 2, 1.
We've got big fun waiting to be unleashed. We'll be posing some of life's most important questions. Your answers will be paired off in a no-holds-barred tournament. And your votes will determine which answers advance in the bracket. As we whittle down to our championship winner, this is bracketeering. I'm sending the topic of our first bracket to your devices now. Most satisfying thing to type on a typewriter over and over when you're slowly losing your mind. Enter your answers now. Type in the answer you think has the best chance of winning and hit send. If your answer wins the entire bracket, you'll be rolling in moolah. By the way, you can join the audience and play along by going to Jackbox.tv and entering the room code. Time's running out. Your answers are being paired off into one-on-one matchups. That means it's time to sidle up to the prediction table. On your device, you'll see one of the upcoming matchups for this bracket. If you can predict the answer that will get the most votes, you'll earn some sweet, sweet moolah. Oh, and don't forget, if you don't think your own answer has a chance of victory, you can still grab some cash by predicting the correct winner. The predictions are in. It's time to dive into our first bracket. Oh boy! Use your device to vote on which you think deserves to win. But don't forget, if you change your mind, you can change your vote. Only a few seconds left to vote. What an upset! Any prediction winners just made a killing. Next up, only one can come out on top. No one thought it would be this close. Get those last second votes in now. I did not see that coming. Looks like everyone got this one wrong. Why don't we see what's going on the other side of the bracket? Potential winner starts to emerge. An upset in the making. The clock is running out on voting time. That match had more comebacks than Liza Minnelli. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. It's really going back and forth. It's a nail-biter. That was a clash of the Titans. Some players just came up empty. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. Hey, you got a new matchup waiting for you on your device. Predict the one you think is gonna win. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. Nothing has come easy so far for either of these answers. The struggle is real. This might be a photo finish. That had more ups and downs than a roller coaster. This could be the answer to beat, but let's check out the competition. Two answers battle-tested with tough first-round matchups. Come out on top. Everything has changed. And now the final face-off. What is the most satisfying thing to type on a typewriter over and over when you're slowly losing your mind? One answer is showing some promise. A real tug of war. Running out the clock now. We have our first winner. That was one hell of a bracket. Let's see how the scores shook out. It's time for the blind bracket. We start with just the category. Write any two words and place and or ampersand between them. Go ahead and write the first thing that comes to mind. We'll see the real bracket title after the answers are all in. Time's running out. Let's see what this bracket is really about. That's slang for oral sex. Time to get in those predictions. The predictions are in. Here comes trouble. This is a big one. I am on the edge of my seat. Will we see a final push? What a whirlwind! We have a few lucky winners. Moving on to our next matchup. The lead keeps changing hands. It's anyone's game. That battle gave me whiplash. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Eastern Conference. This matchup was bound to happen. An upset in the making. Only a few seconds left to vote. That could have gone either way. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. A real tug of war. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Decisive victory. Money if you guessed it. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. The predictions are in. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. It was touch and go for these two answers last round. I am on the edge of my seat. We're in the home stretch. Right at the buzzer. One more match to determine our finals. No one thought it would be this close. This one's looking over. Clear winner there. There's cash if you predicted this one. And now we finally decide what is the best slang for oral sex. It's really going back and forth. Epic showdown. They brought their A game today. Let's check out that scoreboard. And now, for the bracket you've all been waiting for, the triple blind bracket. This bracket will change every single round. Let's start with a category. Name any superhero or supervillain. Who knows what crazy twists and turns this bracket will take? Time's running out. Let's see what we're dealing with. superhero or supervillain you'd most trust to get your food order right. Time to get in those predictions. All cash is doubled this round, so make these choices count. The predictions are in. Up first. These answers exchanged some harsh words at the press conference. This one could be decided by a single vote. I don't believe it! Next up, this one's looking over already. This one seems like it's over before it's done. I'm saying the words right now. Let's see what's happening over on the other side of the bracket. The struggle is real. Get those last second votes in now. That gave me goosebumps. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. This one's going down to the wire. Split right down the middle. Tap on your device as fast as you can to cheer for your answer. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Martha. We're changing that bracket title again. Look at these two villains and tell me which would be most in need of a makeover. Get those predictions in now. Time's running out. Time's up at the prediction table. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. An early favorite emerges. No one thought it would be this close. It's anyone's game. Moving into overtime. Show your support for your answer by tapping on your device as fast as you can. The tie has been broken. Finally, we can go on with our lives. We're just one match away from our finals. I'm seeing some early traction here. It's really going back and forth. We're in the home stretch. Great goulash. One more change. Superhero or supervillain that should say, "I'm sassy," more often. I hope your answers still make sense. And now the final face-off. Just running out the clock now. That'll do it. But who walked away with the top score? This is bracketeering. I'm sending the topic of our first bracketeer devices now. Coolest word to have tattooed across your knuckles. Mine says bracketeering, but I've got a lot of extra fingers. Time's running out. Your answers are being paired off into one-on-one matchups. Time's running out. That's time at the prediction table. Let's dive into our first bracket. A clear frontrunner. The lead keeps changing hands. Only a few seconds left to vote. That has more dangerous swings than an abandoned playground. Our next matchup. An upset in the making. The clock is running out on voting time. A dramatic swing in the votes. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Omega Conference. Out of the gate with a big lead. A real tug of war. Get those last second votes in now. That was ugly. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. A clear favorite. I am on the edge of my seat. Only a few seconds left to vote. A seesaw battle if I ever saw one. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. Time's running out. That's time on the prediction table. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. It's really going back and forth. This one's looking over. That went back and forth more than Luke and Lorelei. A surprise win for some of our predictors. Our winner moves on to the final, but let's find out what they'll face off against. The initial votes are coming in. An upset in the making. Get those last second votes in now. It doesn't get any closer than that. This final matchup will determine what is the coolest word to tattoo across your knuckles. Could this be a blowout? No one thought it would be this close. This one seems like it's over before it's done. We have our first winner. Let's see those scores. It's time for the blind bracket. All you'll be given is the category. Name any animal. Enter your answers now. Time's running out. Let's see what this bracket is really about. Best animal to be found and raised by. You know what I'm talking about, like a Tarzan thing where he was raised by the apes. You know what I'm talking about. Time to get in those predictions. Time's running out. Time to step away from the prediction table. Time to get it on. Overwhelming support already. The lead keeps changing hands. The clock is running out on voting time. Some heads were spinning on that one. Moving on to our next matchup. Only a few seconds left to vote. These two heavyweights went back and forth, but there can only be one victor. Let's see what tensions are mounting over in the Eastern Conference. Only one can come out on top. The struggle is real. This one's looking over. No contest. It's time to round out the bracket with this vicious matchup. I am on the edge of my seat. Just running out the clock now. Dominating win. Money if you guessed it. Before we get on to round two, it's time to make another prediction. Time's running out. Oh, prediction table time is up. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. A slight lead taking shape. This one seems like it's over before it's done. That's not the one I would have voted for, but what do I know? The finals are just a win away from these next two answers. This one's looking over. That kind of domination is illegal in some states. Money if you guessed it. And now the definitive matchup. What is the best animal to be found and raised by? No one thought it would be this close. Just running out the clock now. We have a winner. Let's go back to that scoreboard. Time for the finale, the triple blind bracket. This bracket will change every single round. Here's your starting category. Just type in anything at all. Really, just type in anything. Who knows what crazy twists and turns this bracket will take? Time's running out. Let's see what we're dealing with. Best bet when answering any question on Family Feud. Time to get in those predictions. All cash is doubled this round, so make these choices count. Time's running out. That's time at the prediction table. Let's start with a bang. Palpable lack of voting going on. This one seems like it's over before it's done. Looks like we're heading to overtime on this one. Tap on your device as fast as you can to cheer for your answer. Stop, drop, and roll. Next up, voters are being loud and clear on this one. This one's looking over. Somebody just got their milkshake drunk. Let's see what's happening over on the other side of the bracket. There is no love lost between these two. just running out the clock now. A regular juggernaut. And now our last two contenders face off. The lead keeps changing hands. Get those last second votes in now. Ooh, butt sweat. Let's switch up this bracket. Best secret password. Get those predictions in now. Time's running out. That's time on the prediction table. Let's jump back to our bracket for round two. Both of these answers barely made it past the first round, and one of them isn't making it to the third round. The clock is running out on voting time. We've got overtime. Show your support for your answer by tapping on your device as fast as you can. That tie went bye-bye. I'm going to miss the tie times. We're just one match away from our finals. It's a bracket like this that truly makes this game the sport of kings. A real tug of war. Rock me like I'm used to, Captain Thomas. No one could have predicted this one. One last switch. Best review you could leave for this game. I hope your answers still make sense. And now the definitive matchup. Some early votes. An upset in the making. Only a few seconds left to vote. This was a big win. Let's see who won it all.